Hey guys, it's Spaulding here and welcome to another deck profile video. And this time I will be covering the IDC 29 winner deck list. It's Water Darkness Aggro by ClaudeAlpha. And he gave me quite a lot of information for this video, and I will do my best to summarize the most important points, but he also said that he wanted to make an in-depth video on his YouTube channel in the future, so definitely check him out there. Yeah, just looking at the list, the first thing which catches my eye is quite a lot of 2-drops. We have 4 Melnias, 4 Spinning Terror, 4 Duel Spider, 2 Propeller Mutant, and 4 Crystal Spin Slicer. And he said he wanted to have a really high chance, of course, to see a 2-drop on turn 2 and also have a double 2-drop on turn 4. Also, he went for the Aqua Guard, of course, because it can evolve in Spin Slicer next turn, also give him a bait for Crystal Paladin. And Crystal Paladin can, of course, also evolve from Crystal Spin Slicer, which I think he has played a couple of times. Crystal Spin Slicer is making Lucky Ball live on turn 4, just like Aqua Guard Spin Slicer. Attack on turn 2 and 3, and then play Lucky Ball, draw 2. That's why he's playing 4 Lucky Balls here for the redraw, and also pretty low mana curve. So I definitely agree with the 4 Lucky Balls here. Also playing Spiral Gate over Aqua Surfer. Again, being able to just cast the Spiral Gate is a advantage here for him. You don't have access to like Soul Swap, for example, so you could even get like the Aqua Surfer out when you have a Soul Swap in the shields. You don't have Emerald to set like a stronger shield trigger, so when you play Emerald, you should consider playing Aqua Surfer over Spiral Gate, but we don't see it here. So that's why the Spiral Gate is played. And I also agree with that. Yeah, the Jewel Spider here, we are not seeing it in a lot of decks, but I think when looking at the 2-drops, Jewel Spiders definitely want to consider to as a pseudo card draw to refill your hand. It's definitely better than Propeller Mutant because like discarding your opponent with Propeller Mutant when you are giving him card advantage from their shields anyway is not a huge plus. Like when you're taking turn by turn, your opponent's having like 5-6 hand cards, you're discarding one. When he kills the Propeller Mutant, it's not that profitable of a trade. And definitely need some power. That's why he's playing the Spinning Terror. Also, like Melnia is like can trade with like any creature because of his Slayer ability. Also unblockable. Also liquid people. So he has 12 baits in general. 4 Melnia, 4 Aqua Guard, 4 Hulkers to evolve into Spin Slicer and Crystal Paladin. I asked him what he wanted to change. He said nothing. He tested a lot of cards. He tested like Snake Attack in his deck. He tested like some more 1-drops on the Darkness section, like Mirror Ooze and Ghost 1-drop the Lone Tears or something like that. But he opted to go for the most consistent round. And I think I kind of have to agree with that. He also tried some cards which I would have suggested. He tested like Hoadrom, Gatchak, Benzo, and stuff. I think when looking at this deck, you only have like 4 3-drops, so you guess that you should have more. Of course, he could play a 2-drop into Aqua Guard. But I think I would just opt in like some more 2-drops. For example, the Gatchak, in my opinion, is really underplayed card, but he played Gatchak instead of Locomotiva, he said, but he felt he needed the Locomotiva to make the Fire Nature Rush matchup more even. Yeah, Locomotiva is a card that, when being hardcast in a really fast aggro deck, doesn't do much. You pay 4 mana for 1k creature when your opponent, as I said, with Popular Mutant has a lot of cards because you have broken some shields on turn 2, 3, 4, 2 and 3, and also will be breaking on turn 4, of course. And yeah, just cutting one random card and getting like a 1k beat stick, it's not that profitable when you could play like a double 2-drop or like a Unicorn Fish or Lucky Ball in that spot. And again, coming out of shields, it's of course great when it's like the first or second shield, but when it's like the fourth or fifth shield, then it's not that useful either. And yeah, that's why I don't really like the Locomotive here. You have 18 darkness cards in total, so you need 13 to have like over 90% chance to see a darkness card on turn 2 to charge for your turn 2 darkness plays. Of course, you have to consider like having like 2 darkness cards in mana by turn 4 if you want to play like Melnia Spinning Terror, just like double 2 mana drag drops. So maybe that's why the number is a bit higher, but I think you can cut some darkness cards here for some other stuff. He says he has an even matchup against Fire Nature Rush with the Locomotiva. Not sure if this is tested enough. I would say Fire Nature Rush has a pretty good matchup against this, having like the Comet Missile or Volcanic Arrows to destroy like the Spin Slicer, Aqua Guard and stuff. And yeah, Locomotiva doesn't really help in my opinion, but again, he's the expert, so maybe I'm wrong here, but I think with only like 4 defensive shield triggers in Spiral Gate, and again, Locomotiva has to come out in shield 1 or 2. I think you would need some more defense, so I would maybe go for like Aqua Surfer in this spot, but yeah, or just like increase your 3-drops in the Gatchak, which also helps some aggro matchups when you can attack a shield while also killing an opponent's creature at the same time. It's really huge. But yeah, here he has another opinion, another view on this. Also in the matchup spread, he said, as I said, Fire Nature Rush is pretty even. Fortress is pretty even. Forbos is pretty even. Ruck aggro is also even. Hydrus became more even when he added the Crystal Paladin, he said. I'm not sure if he has an even matchup against all tier 1 decks, but yeah, he definitely claims that. And his best matchups are against, of course, slower decks with less blockers like Survivors, also Wave Strikers, which you can disrupt early on. And he didn't play that much against a Ruby or a Xerneas, so yeah, not much testing there. Yeah, again, he wouldn't change anything. I would like look at the Locomotivas and also the Propeller Mutants. I think he has enough 2-drops, but again, he tested it a lot. Or he talked about it in the Discord where he is booting up the game in solo mode, going for some test hands, going to turn 4, writing everything down, which happens, and came up with this list. 1 IDC 29, so again, congratulations to him. And yeah, I think that's everything about that. And again, shout out to Claude. He will be making an in-depth video. Definitely check him out. Leave a comment down below what you would change at the stack, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.